Hey everybody, I'm here today with a driving lesson on turning right at a green light. Very simple driving lesson. I'm going to be going over the basics of making a right turn when you approach a green light in just a moment. But first I want to explain what I'm going to be doing, then I'll demonstrate it. We'll keep this nice and simple. When you're making a right turn on a green light, you want to do the same thing as you would do when you make any other right turn. And that is put your right signal on, check your rear view mirror, check your right side mirror, check your right blind spot, scan the intersection, and when it's safe to proceed, you can turn. Now, when you turn right, if you want to turn effectively, what you want to be able to do is estimate how much to turn the wheel, and you want to turn the wheel that amount, hold it throughout the turn, and release it. When you release it, it should turn back. Very simple and straightforward. Now, with all of those things being said, the most important factor is to actually make sure that when you make that right on the green light, I'm just defogging the window over here. When you make that right on the green light, you're not making that right until it's absolutely safe to do so. So make sure before you actually make that right that it's absolutely safe to do so. So right now, just gonna defog the window just for a quick moment, and we're gonna hopefully be able to make that right on a green light. Now, if there is no separate turning lane, then what you need to do is you need to make the right at the green light from the rightmost lane. If there is a separate turning lane, then you're gonna go ahead and switch to that separate right turn lane, that dedicated right turn lane, and you're gonna make that right at the green light from that right turn lane. You also have to know who has the right of way, and I'm not gonna go over that because that's gonna be different depending on every city, state, country, whatever it is that you're driving in, but you gotta know who has the right of way. If you have the right of way, proceed with caution. If you don't have the right of way, allow the other person, pedestrian, car, whatever the case is, allow the other road user that has the right of way to proceed with caution. Let's go ahead and do this. Well, let's go ahead. We're gonna release the parking brake. Let's start driving. Now, it's a snowy day, so I'm going to be, taking the turn rather slowly, which is good because it'll give me some extra time to explain it. So let's get right into it. I'm gonna drive on this main road. This person might reverse into me. Nope, definitely not. Okay. We're gonna make a right at the first green light that I see. I'm gonna be passing a few green lights. We're gonna choose the first green light that I see. So here's a red light actually. So this one's not gonna work, but we're gonna keep driving. So like I said, it is a key factor. It is so important to make sure, actually it's a green light now. So we're gonna get into the right lane. My right signal goes on, rear view mirror, right side mirror, right blind spot, intersection. Good to go. Turn the wheel, hold it, release it, just like that. So that was one. We'll do another one because for that one, that was last minute. It just turned green as I was approaching the right lane. So that one had a dedicated right-hand turn lane. Now, this one that I'm approaching, I'm gonna try and time it so that I get to the green light right as it turns green. But this one that I'm approaching will not have a dedicated right-hand turn lane. So that means, and it's actually, if it was a two-lane street, I would get into the rightmost lane before I turned right at that green light. And it's not, it's a one-lane street. So because it's a street with just a single lane, I'm already gonna be in the lane that I need to be in order to actually make that right at that green light, right? So we're gonna drive, there's a stop sign, and then I'm gonna be approaching the green light. I'm really struggling with keeping this front windshield defogged. Usually I'm really good with it, allowing it to stay defogged, but right now I'm having a hard time keeping it defogged. So we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna approach the green light. It's red right now. I promise within a few moments, it's a very short light, within a few moments it's gonna turn green, and we will be able to make that right-hand turn. Once again, right-hand signal, so right signal, rear view mirror, right side mirror, right blind spot. Those are the key things. You always have to do those before you make any right-hand turn, especially when it's a green light. Sorry, the system just went off telling me that the radar that's on the car, the driver assist system, is being obstructed by snow, so it's not working right now, which is fine because I'm a safe driver. I generally don't use them. Anyways, we're gonna move forward. We're gonna approach the green light. Once the cars start moving, we're gonna get to the green light. I don't know why only one car went through that green light. I don't know what's going on. If there's some traffic up ahead, this is not going as planned. It's definitely not going as planned, but don't worry. Momentarily we'll get through there. I'll keep explaining the tips. Most of the time, in most places, that person wasn't honking at me, they're honking at the person reversing out. Most of the time, in most places, a green light will usually indicate that you have the right of way to make that right turn above the car in the oncoming lane of traffic making a left. But the pedestrian in most places will have the right of way all the time. So I can't speak for all cities, states, and countries, but generally speaking, if you live in the majority of major cities, your right at a green light, if you're driving in the right lane, obviously, if you're driving on the right side of the road, your right at that green light will take priority over the person making the left. So that means the person in the oncoming lane waiting to make that left in the same lane as you will have to wait until you actually make that right in order to make their left, okay? So we're gonna proceed. Hopefully these people move. It's a green light. You know, one thing I hate is when it's a green light and it takes like the person 6 minutes. So green light, right signal, rear view mirror, right side mirror, right blind spot, scan the intersection, turn the wheel, hold it, release it. Perfect. We did 2 demonstrations of making a right at a green light. I wanted to get through 2. I know 1 would have probably been enough, but I mean, I really don't like to settle for less on my videos. I like to deliver as much as I want to deliver on them. And that's basically it. If you liked the video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you stayed till this part, thank you very much for putting up with all of my extra tips before I demonstrated it the second time. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great car and driving videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.